Hi everyone. So this was a Tranquil yoga stretch class that I recently taught on Om Practice, but I thought I would make a video of it so that you could enjoy it as well and maybe check out the class sometime. So we're going to start in constructive rest on the back. Now, some of what we're going to be doing will require some sweeping movements on the floor. And so if you have a mat under you, you might find it too sticky and inhibit your movements. So if you have some kind of rug or surface that is a little easier to move on, that isn't too hard, that would probably be preferable. So come on down into constructive rest on your back, and we're going to just allow a few moments here of arriving. And so what does arriving mean? What is that? What am I asking you to do? Well, I'm asking you to place your body in such a way that you are comfortable and that you are aware of the back body and how it contacts the ground. I'm asking you to be aware of whether anything is pulling up and away from the ground, like the feet, for example. Let the feet relax into the ground and even kind of hug. Like this is really soft and a little cushy, so it's really nice to sink my toes in. And regardless of the surface you have, you want to have that feeling of releasing the feet into that surface and relating to it. And then the other thing that you might want to check is your lower back. Is it being pushed into the ground? If so, just relax those muscles and allow that natural curve to be there. Feeling along both sides of the spine up through the shoulder blades and just seeing whether the shoulders are pulling away from the ground or maybe pushing in towards each other. Just let them relax. And the arms, palms up or down, whatever feels best to you. And then feeling the weight of the head on the floor. Long through both the front and back of the neck. So instead of thinking, okay, I'm going to lengthen the back of my neck and the chin comes down and then this gets closed off, you want to be open in the front as well. So long and tall through the top of the head out. So take some deep breaths here and just get to feel your body in space in this moment. And if you find any tension in the groin, you might have to separate your feet a little wider, let your knees fall together. And bringing the hands to the belly, maybe one on each side. And as you breathe, just don't try or force anything. Just notice how the fingers rise and fall under the breath. Or I should say rise and fall above the breath, because they are above. And just continue to soften the muscles that might be gripping or holding you. Relax and release to the bones, to gravity. Maybe the breath becomes a little deeper, a little slower, a little fuller. We're just going to do a maybe minute or so of square breathing. Now in square breathing, we breathe in for a count, let's say 4. We hold the breath for that same 4. We exhale for 4, and we hold out for 4. So each part of the breath is segmented into counts of 4. So let's breathe out together, empty your lungs of air. And then breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold out. 2, 3, 4. Just listen to the snaps. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Continue on your own, and if you want to count to 5 or 6 or even 8, go ahead and do that for yourself for a few more moments. As you breathe, just notice, is one part of the breath more effortful than the others? Is one more or less uncomfortable? Just noticing. And then finish up the last breath and breathe normally again. Just let go of the counting. Take note of your sensations in the body and your state of mind. And now I want you to feel into the head again, that heavy skull bone on the floor. And you're simply going to be turning your head off to the left and then the right. So just turn. You can have your eyes open or closed. Just turning the head, letting it be and roll very heavy. So release to the ground as you turn. And give yourself permission to move very slowly. I know it can be problematic if it's something you're not used to. Or if you're a type A, who always wants to be going, going, going. Slowing down can be quite a challenge. Give yourself permission to feel everything. And if it becomes too much, just be still for a moment. So here, just notice if both sides feel the same, or is one side a little tighter than the other. Feel free to hold in one position, or just keep moving back and forth. It can be nice when you arrive to take a deep breath and release. And now whether your eyes are open or closed, it won't matter, but what you're going to do is either under the eyelids or just with eyes open, you're going to look with your eyes in the opposite direction your head is turning. So my eyes are going to go back as I bring my head front. But under the eyes if they're closed. And then as you switch, the eyes will come to center with the nose. But then the nose will go one way and the eyes will go the other. And this might feel very strange. So slow down so you can really feel and achieve what I'm asking here. And note if it becomes difficult at any point or if things jump around, if the eyes want to jump back to the nose and such. Let's do that a couple more times each side. And then last time. And come back to center. You can open your eyes, just look up if they weren't open already. And then you can close them again if you'd like to have them closed. So now I'm going to invite you to, again, roll your head this time. You're going to take the distant shoulder and move it down towards the bottom of the mat. So feeling that stretch through the neck and shoulder. And hold it and then release and go to the other side. So turning the head, lowering that opposite shoulder, feeling that opening through the side neck here. And repeat that to each side again. A couple more times at your own pace. Make sure you're still breathing and use the breath to feel into those tight spaces around the neck. And then when you're ready, come into a neutral, centered position and just sense and feel yourself, the area of the neck and shoulders, how it feels now. So, if you grew up in a snowy place, you might remember how to make snow angels. We're going to do that with the upper body now. So this is why the smooth surface that you can just slide over is very helpful. We're going to be swinging the arms across the floor over the head on the inhalation. Holding, and on the exhalation, bringing the arms back down. Now here, I want you to remember that sensation of the square breath that we were using in the beginning. And you can practice that square breathing here. So you might want to inhale for a 3 count. Hold for a 3 count. Exhale for a 3 count. And hold out for a 3 count. Or 4 or 5 or however you'd like to do this. So just explore what it's like to open the arms with the inhale, hold, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling at your own pace and resting. Here, the trick is to let the arms be really heavy. If you have any shoulder issues and you can't bring the arms all the way overhead, then don't. That's fine. We want to maintain comfort in the body at all times, no matter what this person here is saying or telling you to do. I'm not important here. Your body is important. Let's do one more like that together. And also don't feel like you have to hold the breath. If you want to just move, that's fine. Just keep moving with a natural breath for you. Now taking a moment to feel the effects of that, particularly along the trunk, the side ribs, the side body into the chest. And let's not neglect the lower body. So go ahead and straighten the legs. And we're going to be adding the legs now. So as we open the arms, we'll also open the legs. Reaching into the far corners of your mat. And then down. Again, whether you do the breath here, the 4-part breath, that's totally up to you. Or you can just keep opening and closing without really focusing on the breath. Focus more on the muscles wrapping around the bones as you release the arms outward. And the release as you bring everything back in. In and out, heavy limbs. One thing you might want to notice as you're opening and reaching, are you arching your back? And you may or may not be, and it may or may not feel good. Regardless, if you are arching, see what happens if you allow your back to come back to the ground. Allow the thoracic to relax. Just see what it's like to be flat instead of arched. And then if you're flat, see what it's like to arch and open the chest. One more. Reach everything together, take a moment to feel the effects. What do you notice? What do you feel? I feel good. So we're going to bring one knee into the chest. Doesn't matter if it's left or right. Grab hold, give a little hug. Let go of that knee with an inhale. Bring the arms overhead. Reach long. And exhale, come back. Squeeze that knee in again. Feel free to bring your forehead or nose to your knee if you'd like. And release. Lengthening that leg long. Deep breath. Release. And we'll go to the other side. So bringing that knee in, give a little squeeze. Leaving that knee in place as you open your arms overhead with the inhale. Lengthen. Exhaling, bringing the arms back to the knee. Give a little squeeze. You can come up with your nose and knee together. Hold. And then release. Good. Take a moment. Just be still and feel the calm, the centering that's happening as we slow down and move with ease and with the breath. It's time to flip like pancakes, so come onto your belly. Now here, you may find it's comfortable to have your arms at your side and have your head turned toward one cheek. If that's not comfortable for you, you can have your hands in front of you, lay your cheek on your hand, or you can just place your forehead on your hands. So just as we did on the front side, we want to take a moment to arrive here. And remember, arriving means feeling your body, feeling the tops of your feet, the heaviness of the thighs, the front of the hips, pelvis, maybe the pubic bone, the belly, how the breath relates to the ground and the body as you breathe. Feeling the lower ribs, the chest, whatever surface of the arms, forehead or cheek. So letting the back settle here. Take some breaths, and with the exhalation, release any tension or holding. Let the body settle. And as the body settles, see if your arms are not alongside the body, if you can now place them alongside the body. And have your head turned to one side. Or you're going to have to tuck your chin a little to be resting on your forehead. So see what's more comfortable for you. We're going to do our snow angels again, but just with the arms. So as you inhale, you slide the arms over the floor. Bring them overhead as far as is comfortable for you. Hold and reach. And exhale, bring the arms back. Now here you might want to, if you're on the cheek, change to the other side. So I'll be looking away from the camera. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. And repeat. So breathing in, arms slide, making wings. Hold, reach. Exhale, and bring them back alongside the body. Good. So I'm going to keep my head turned the same direction now so you can definitely hear me. And you can just repeat side to side, going cheek to cheek, making your angel wings in the snow. Let's repeat that maybe 2 more times. And then just rest for a moment. Turn your head or rest your head on your hands if you prefer. Now for the next round, bring your hands back to your sides, your legs together. We're going to add the legs. So as you open and make angel wings, you're also making the skirt of your angel. So inhale, exhale, bring everything together. And again, only go as far as is comfortable. This can be quite intense for the hips. You may find that an internal or external rotation as you open or close the legs is more comfortable for you than the opposite. So explore. And of course you can keep your cheek. Matt, my carpet's getting a little wrinkled. Okay, so feel free to either have your cheek on the same side or change sides. And the other thing that can be nice is to let yourself let go. So just completely relax in the open position rather than holding the contraction knowing you're going to have to close again. So give yourself a moment there before you contract and close again. Let's just do a couple more. And then relaxing again. Relax completely. Just notice what you feel or sense. Now here, if you have a belt, it might come in handy, but you might not need a belt. So we're going to just bring the heel in toward the buttocks in one leg. If it's accessible to you, grab hold of the ankle or the foot, and we're just going to give ourselves a nice lengthening through the thigh. Try to keep the front of your pelvis on the ground rather than hooking up with the buttocks. And then release that leg. We'll go to the other side after a pause. So to begin, just bring that heel in towards the buttocks. And then if it's accessible, grabbing hold somewhere on that foot or ankle. Breathe. And release. And then push yourself back into a child's pose of any variety you like. So it can be on your forearms, more of a puppy pose, or bring your hips all the way back to your knees. Just be gentle because we were doing some extension work. And as you're tucked here, you might want to explore that 4-part breath again. Holding as you breathe in for a certain count. Exhaling for the same count, holding out. And notice how this position impacts the breath. And if there's one part of the breath that is more difficult or easier or just more challenging when you're in this position. Relax the back of the neck. Good. We're finishing that round of breath for yourself. Take your time. We're going to come up into a comfortable seated position. This position, seated, is whatever is comfortable for you. You can be on your knees, you can grab a chair, you can sit against the wall. But we don't want, or put something under your pelvis to lift your hips. What we don't want is to feel like we have to effort to sit up. So really notice how you're feeling in the position that you take. Are you willing to be honest with yourself and what your body needs? And so now just give yourself some time to arrive in your seated position. Be fully present with yourself, noticing all the sensations in the body as a result of everything we've done. Let's bring the arms open and around up the head. Let's try that again. Let's bring the arms to the side and raise them overhead with the inhale. Reach long through the spine. And exhale as you open the arms down. We'll do that 2 more times together, but it can be at your own breath rate. So if you have more inhalation in you, or you need to let go of your exhalation sooner, please do. Reach. Exhale. Last time. I'll try not to say anything, so you feel free to inhale and exhale at your own pace and rate. Good. Now holding on to your forearms, you're going to turn. Let the body turn. Keep the head, actually, the nose forward. So you're going to let the body turn and then let the head follow. So just twisting to a comfortable position. Don't wrench yourself around. There's no need. And hold and breathe. Good. Coming back around with the exhale. And to the other side. So keeping the nose forward, twist. And then let the head follow. Hold and breathe. Long and tall through the spine. Really sit up tall on your sits bones. Another reason why a comfortable seated position is really important. And exhale to release. Good. Just have your hands resting on your knees. You can have Gyan Mudra with your thumb and index together, or just resting palms up or down. Meditate with me for a moment. Feel a stillness and calmness in the body. Feel you, the real you. And let's bring the hands together, rubbing them, creating some heat. Bringing your hands to your chest in Anjali Mudra. Honoring yourself for the love and care you give yourself. Thank you for joining me. And please like and subscribe to my channel. You can hit the little bell to be notified when I drop a new video. And leave your comments. I love to hear from people and what you think or how this helped you. And also check out my website at dlcsco.com. And follow me on Facebook and all the usual places. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.